All right, folks, circling up from the mosh pit, we're back with Daniel Thrasher. Someone suggested this in the comments, and I thought this sounds absolutely wonderful. As someone who does rap, who, for a chunk of you guys who might not know about my previous catalog, I had quite a lot of music out. I'd been writing music for a while, and then just kind of fell apart mentally as I wasn't able to figure out any sort of consistency with any of my future projects until recently. So that's why I haven't been putting out too much. But I am very curious to see how, apparently to non-English speakers, rap sounds, according to Daniel Thrasher. Let's jump into it. Okay, talent show type thing. Oh, William Osmond. I know that guy.
Your word is gibberish.
Gibberish. Gibberish. Gibberish.
That is correct.
I would have thought it was Jibb. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. So, okay. No one is moving to help this poor man.
Your word is Igawala.
He's what? The kids.
Igawala.
Can I get the language of origin, please?
What?
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
So it seems like what we got going here is a SoundCloud rapper hopping off them perps just decided to infiltrate a random auditorium and duct tape the judge of a spelling bee and then just start freestyling on the mic. Okay.
Sure.
What a introduction here.
Okay.
I do like the vocal chiptune sample for this beat. That's very, very cool. And I like how we're kind of separating it. I'm just very confused, excuse me, with how such a bizarre intro is necessary for this. Besides just being silly, I guess. Oh, we get the auto-tune. Okay, so, yeah. I think, honestly, if we really want to be a little bit cheeky, a little bit, saucy about it, for those of us who appreciate lyricism in rap, especially looking at the history of it and how a lot of artists got really big by, in some cases, having no discernible lyrics at all, which I think even the biggest fans of that style would at least admit to, because they'll be the first to argue, well, it's not about the lyrics, it's about the vibe. So we're already admitting that there's not much substance in that regard, okay? I'm not even saying that's a bad thing. There's plenty of artists that I like that just kind of have a simple style, completely missing the beat, and having so much auto-tune it sounds disgusting. But, that's fine. So I can smell what direction this is going in.
Slippy, a glippy, flippity chop, flippity clap, flop a gap a chippity wop, blippity slop, a brop a cop a chippity cop, coppity plop, pop a sock a boppity slop, bloppity glop, a blippy.
So here's the funny thing. That whole section was actually a similar flow. A blippity-ga, a dippity-ba, a dippity-ba-da, a dippity-ba. That's exactly how lyrical rappers go about what they do, which is why, if you look at someone like Eminem, he talks about syllable counts in your rhymes. So if you're writing out 4 lines, you look at all the syllables, and there's different ways you can structure it. They could all have the same syllable count, or it could be 11, 7, 11, 7, or something like that. Why? Because unbeknownst to a lot of people who don't know how rap works, or they do, but they don't really think about it, actually having a similar syllable count makes everything flow better, which also makes your cadences and your rap flows like this sound better. It sounds structured. A bepa-de-ba, a depa-de-ba, a depa-de-ba, depa-de-ba, a depa-de-ba. That sounds nice to our ears, even if we don't know that that's why that is. So it's interesting that this mumble rapper, quote unquote, is actually going with pretty well-defined flows. I like it. I do like the dancers out there. That's pretty good choreography. Okay, so I've also said this too. If you're rapping, you can't fake charisma. You can't fake it. You either sound confident on the mic or you don't. Now, some people can make that work. I feel like there's plenty of guys like Baby No Money and, who was that one guy? Well, Jack Harlow. Let's go into Jack Harlow. They can pull it off by just being very laid back. I mean, even JID for the most part, he just goes at Mach 10 speed, but then he sounds like a flippity high, dippity high, and high. It's just chill. So you can make that work. But if you want to go intense, you got to actually sound like it, or else it's not going to work. So I'm liking how he's just committing to the bit. So then I guess what we're supposed to be looking at here is these guys are finding that he's saying every word in the English language. So they're just kind of following him along, and they're like, wait, maybe he's spelling out everything? I don't understand the juxtaposition here. Why is it? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm being rude here. I will admit this. But why is it wait, that's not William. No, first I thought that was William. But secondly, my main thought was, why is it a middle-aged white guy that's so excited for rap music? I know it's a meme. This is no disrespect to Tom McDonald, even though I don't really like his personality or what he kind of stands for. It's always those comments that makes it feel like a copy pasta where they go, well, I'm a 75-year-old veteran who doesn't really listen to rap except you. It's like, I don't know. I mean, unless hundreds of people are actually in that position, which they could be, to be fair. It just seems too on the nose that a middle-aged white guy is like, now this is kind of a bop. And I say this as an almost middle-aged white guy, okay? Give me a break. So then that kind of, this is a whole different direction than just normal trap rap. You don't normally have choruses like that where you're singing it. So it's either pop rap or, you get a featured artist that everyone knows is just going to belt it out. So I don't know, for that style, T-Pain or someone like that. You know what I mean? Dax. Okay, different languages. I like the one we did. Ooh, dude. Okay, long story short, I used to try doing b-boying, and I always wanted to do those. God, what is it called? Holy smokes. I forgot what it's called. But it's like you're stalling, you got yourself propped up like that, and then once you actually have the balance, then you can start spinning yourself or hopping around. Like, it's so cool, but I didn't have the strength at the time, and also I get dizzy super easy. So it was like, anyway. Yeah, there's too much singing for it to just be rap. Hey, we bring in the river dancing. Yeah. Okay, now this is absolutely how a lot of the really auto-tuned, rap goes. And I know some people like that. I don't have to like it. So what's interesting too is we're giving so much time onto his face. Either they recorded it live or he just really rehearsed this perfectly. It's crazy. Yeah, you can tell he's not just mouthing watermelon. Okay. Okay, so now you are in the lyrical, miracle, spiritual flow of things, which, you know, I take that to the chin because a lot of people use that terminology when they just are not caring about actually listening to a rap song and they're not able to listen to it with any sort of intensity. So they're like, oh, you're just saying stuff fast. And that also kind of falls into the heavy bass that we got back to. So now we're back in actual trap flow. Okay. I like the direction here. That's cool. Well, on the screen, I was trying to listen and talk at the same time. It doesn't work. I liked the camera transitions right there. That was really cool.
Jiggin, when you for sepple on a ream strap, dread you Metherwater Gubby? Dread you Metherwater Gubby?
What are you saying?
Here we go. Ooh, hit it. Oh, dude. Yo, come on. You don't have to go that hard, man. I could do that. Hey, you got the river dancing. No one could top you on that. What the hell?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Where'd my kid go? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I have no understanding of how the spelling bee had any correlation with the actual video. But this was definitely funny. This guy was hilarious. I think, if we want to try and split some hairs here, he took pot shots on both sides. But you know what? I can respect that. I think all of us, in terms of our tastes of media, really need to shut the hell up about just fighting everyone back and forth. But I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Did this sound like a great Friday Night Funkin' mod? Let me know. Obviously, link to it's going to be in the description. Support Daniel Thrasher with his stuff. We've checked out some of his other stuff on this channel as well. I would hope that you would give that a watch. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.